Alright guys, welcome to Professor's Chamber. So on indices, we want to look at some worked example on indices. So let's look at this. So let's look at the first example. That's 64 raised to the power 2 over 3 multiplied by 9 raised to the power of 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power negative 3. So how do you solve this? First of all, you need to express this in its industrial form. Now, this is the same thing as 4 raised to the power of 3. You can check that on your calculator. That is, then don't forget that you have 2 over 3 here, then 2 over 3. Then multiply by, this is 9, which is still the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 2. Yes, then you have 1 over 2 here, you put the 1 over 2 then multiply by 2 raised to the power of negative 3. Okay, then this is the same as 4, then 3 multiplied by 2 over 3, then multiply by 3, then multiply by 2 times 1 over 2, then multiply by 2 raised to the power of negative 3. So these 3, we cancel this 3, then you have 4, then raised to the power of 2, then multiply by 2 divided by 2 is 1, then you have 3 raised to the power of 1, then multiply by, don't forget that this is negative 3. So, and one of the rule of indices says that when you have negative as the power, is the same thing as 1 divided by 2, then this 3 will be here. So which will give you, that is 4 raised to the power of 2, then multiply by 3 raised to the power of 1, then divided by 2 raised to the power of 3. Isn't it? So, and don't forget that 4 raised to the power of 2 is the same as 4 multiplied by 4, then times 3, then over, this is the same as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, then 2 here 1. So 2 times 2 is 4, then this cancel this, then you're going to have 4 multiplied by 3 over 2, then 2 here 1, then 2 in 4, then you are left with 2. So making 2 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 6. So that is that for that one. Then for the next example, we have that for the next example, we have that 4 then raised to the power of square root of 3 multiplied by 16 raised to the power of square root of 3, then over 4 raised to the power of 3 square root of 3, then negative 1. So which is the same thing as 4 raised to the power of 3. Don't forget that 16 can be expressed as 4 raised to the power of 2. Then don't forget that there's root 3 here, so multiply by root 3, then over, then 4 raised to the power of 3 square root of 3 minus 1. So then you have 4 here, you have 4 here, they have the same base. And since they have the same base, you pick one, then what's the sign between? The sign between is multiplication. Then you add the powers together. That's the law of indices. That's rule 1. Once you have the base the same, then what you do is that you add the powers together. So you pick one of the base, that's 4. Then what do? You are going to add it. That's going to be root 3, then plus 2 root 3, then divided by 4, then 3 root 3 minus 1. Then we should give you, don't forget that root 3 plus 2 root 3 is the same thing as 3 root 3, then over 4 3 root 3 minus 1. So what do you do next? What you are going to do next, since you have 4 here, you have 4 here, so you are going to divide. So once you divide, there is division. So once you have division, what you do is that you simply subtract, sorry. So it's going to be 4. You pick one out of the base, is 4. So you pick 4, then it's going to be 3 root 3, then minus, don't forget, put it in a bracket, 3 root 3 minus 1. So you are going to have 4, and then 3 root 3, then plus 3 root 3, minus, then plus 1. So which will be equal to this minus this will give you 0, then it's going to be 4 raised to the power of 1, which is equal to 4. So that is for that. So alright, look at the third question. That is x raised to the power of m plus 2n, then multiply by x raised to the power of 3n minus 8n. Everything is divided by x raised to the power of 5m minus 6n. Don't forget, if you look at the question critically, you discover that there is something that is common in all this, in all of it, is that you have x common as the power. So since you have x common as the power, then it's not a problem. So first of all, you simply simplify these two. So by simplifying, you're going to have x raised to the power of m plus 2n. Don't forget that rule. The rule says that if you have two indices that is joined together by multiplication, so what you simply do is you pick one out of the base, then you add the power. So look at what I'm going to do here: plus 3m minus 8n, then everything over x raised to the power of 5m minus 6n. So you just simplify it. M plus 3m, that will give you 4m, then 2n minus 8n, that will give you 6n, then everything over x raised to the power of 5m minus 6n. So what you do now, don't forget the second rule, that's the division. So since they are having the same base, so what you do is you pick one out of it, which is the x. You pick one out of the x, then what you simply do is you subtract, because it's division. So you subtract, it's going to be 4m minus 6n, then minus, you open the bracket, that is 5m minus 6n. So you close the bracket also. Then you are going to have x raised to the power of 4m minus 6n minus 5m plus 6n. So which is going to give you x raised to the power of 4m, then minus 5m minus 6n plus 6n. So which is x raised to the power of, this will give you negative m, then this will become 0. So, and there is a law that says that once you have a negative as the power, it is the same as 1 divided by x raised to the power of m. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much for watching.